Hi everyone, Eric Nelson here once again, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. For today, I am back with another book review on Danielle Austen's The Magi's a Daughter. Now, once again, I have read a book series out of order, but like the other book series where I read them completely out of order, this one stands wonderful on its own. As a matter of fact, the series is named the Prophecy Girl Trilogy, and the first book is called the Magician's Lover. But in this book, book number two, it is set exactly. It is actually set. 20 years after the Magician's Lover, where Lindsay Mikhailov Magi is married to another Magi named Dimitri, and they have their own daughter named Caesar. And although she is 18, she is not aware of her powers, since her parents have kept her practically in the dark about her family history. But even though her parents try to keep her unaware of her powers, and they also try to teach her levels of maturity, she actually still comes off as being a very sexy book character all the way through. And Caesar is also unaware that she will have to take part in a prophecy where she will have to face off an old enemy of her parents by the name of Antelico Tiagro. And I'm sorry if these names aren't exactly accurate of how I pronounce them, especially with my speech problem. I'm just not. I'm very bad with names, but please read my Amazon and Goodreads review. I do spell them accurately. But anyway, the enemy is an evil Magnus, and he is more determined to defeat the Magi's, to defeat Lindsay and Dimitri's daughter, not only. But he is more determined, not only so that he can win the prophecy, but also so that he can gain his own personal revenge against her parents. Now I know that this may not sound like an erotic tale, because it sounds, as I explained, it sounds like an epic tale. But let's just say that Danielle Austen but let me just say that Danielle Austen was able to blend in epic and erotica very naturally, and it didn't feel forced at all. I mean, as each scene came, whether it was epic, erotic, or just a neutral scene, it all blended in real well. And not to mention, there was a lot of twists and turns, but of course that is well expected in an epic tale. And as I said before, if you haven't read the first book, which is called once again The Magician's Lover, and if you were to read or see this review and you're eager to read this one, it is not a huge worry. I mean, although a few things may come a little unfamiliar if you read this one first, but since I was able to understand most of this book without reading the first one, you should all be fine. So you can get this book anywhere, and also, as of right now, it seems that the first book and the second book are the only ones available. So that must mean that the third and final installment of this book, I believe, is in the works. So please keep your eye out. So you can get this book anywhere, and I hope to see you all at the bookstore or the iBookstore.